Welcome to TalkZach Daily. This is episode number 13. Spooky trucker stories. And do vehicles have an afterlife? Stay tuned.
Down that suitcase and strap in. This is TalkZach Daily with Zach.
Welcome back to my channel. As always, I hope y'all are doing absolutely amazing. So, spooky trucker stories. And do vehicles have an afterlife? Well, let's start with the spooky trucker stories first. A couple of years ago, I actually had my co-driver witness a very serious incident in our parking lot where the dolly brakes had somehow failed as a driver was moving a piece of equipment around the parking lot, and the dolly literally ran over that other driver, causing a fatality, and for that driver to be haunted for the rest of his life. Another incident, by what I'm seeing on Thought Catalog here, is that a driver had parked next to a cemetery. Unknowingly, of course, because he was pulled into a truck stop. And he was rolling over side to side about 10 minutes trying to get some sleep. And he looks up at the ceiling when suddenly the passenger door opens up and the dome light turns on as it usually does. Even though both doors had been properly set up and locked, which is really crazy. So the driver tried to go back to sleep, woke up the next morning and found himself next to a cemetery where somehow a ghost or spirit had gotten into his truck. And that's just a crazy story right there. Another story that I'm looking up right now on my phone. This would be one on a ghost truck that I saw a while back. I tried to okay, going back to this one. On a highway down in South Florida a few years back, a driver had actually encountered a ghost truck that was trying to help him through his breakdown, believe it or not. So, that driver had pulled over alongside the interstate, done all the procedures for dealing with a breakdown, when suddenly a truck stops to help him. Well, he enters the truck, the driver takes him to a safe place where he can get some help, and then the driver and the truck both disappear completely, right out of thin air, out of the parking lot. And that's going to lead me into the vehicles having an afterlife. So, do trucks have an afterlife? And do cars have an afterlife? Well, the answer, I honestly believe, is yes. Maybe the vehicle that you're getting parts off of was involved in a fatality accident. It's somehow the spirit of the former owner or driver actually followed the parts of the vehicle into whatever your vehicle you're getting your parts put into. Or perhaps maybe a driver died in the vehicle before you purchased it, and then that driver's soul is just following your car. This can just be a downright spooky situation. The only recourse that you have to prevent that unfortunately cost thousands of dollars here in the United States, and we're talking more than 20 grand at least, and that would be to buy a brand new vehicle. But I would prefer that most people should not have to do that, because after all, getting into debt over an emotional situation is dumb. So I would encourage y'all to share your own spooky stories below in the comments. Anyways, y'all take care, have a good day, be safe, and hopefully no more ghosts or goblins will appear in your vehicle. Take care, y'all.